stand alone in the streets with a pack. I gotta make it. School of hard knocks, I sat in the back. I graduated, all I need is a mic and a track. It's back to basics, you cannot find her X on the map. I'm in the mix, I stand alone in the streets with a pack. I gotta make it. School of hard knocks, I sat in the back. I graduated, all I need is a mic and a track. It's back to basics, you cannot find her X on the map. I'm in the mix, down with Kev Hat. Possess a meaning of life, but when life have a purpose, that's a meaning of Christ. Don't get caught in the ice, the money and ice. Things happen for a reason, God does not throw dice. Got that God body, but I'm not pro-life. I am a different type of rapper, maybe not so tight. Nick at night, niggas want that dead. Whole last end of an angel, what we with it. This is her ex, nigga, footprints in the sand. Definition of man is flawed, so keep the laws, the decipher a plan. You can call it the Quran, you can call it Quran. Just say Allah is the greatest, like I lead with his hands. And I speed against the world. Leo and this girl going back to the future. Mrs. Cleo in the swirl. Bipolar, dyslexic, this is Theo with the word. I am city of God. I got Leo in my nut. I stand alone in the streets with a pack. I gotta make it. School of hard knocks, I sat in the back. I graduated, all I need is a mic and a track. It's back to basics, you cannot find her that's on the map. I'm in the mix, I stand alone in the streets with a pack. I gotta make it. School of hard knocks, I sat in the back. I graduated, all I need is a mic and a track. It's back to basics, you cannot find her that's on the map. I'm in the mix, come with me. I never met Machiavelli, but I can still hear his voice trying to tell me spark that seed. Come from a different breed, brought from a different creed. All you gotta do is breathe. If you ain't God body, all you gotta do is leave. Amen. Can I get a hallelujah, please? That means I'm hitting like the air, moving through the trees. Don't go against the grain like you Thelma and Louise. It's like a blessing from God, but I ain't have to sneeze. A key maker, holding all the master keys. It's not about the magazines and limousines. Niggas will do anything except keep their spirit clean. I almost lost my whole head, I was guillotined. Chasing money, getting hit, niggas sipping lean. No, I'm a thoroughbred, I'm gonna get supreme. Plus Notorious said, this is all in a
Boy, they like that back once again with homemade Godspeed Nation. Back to another show. This promo was good, family.
I wish you, bro. It's the word. I was in the old man rocking chair mode. You know what I'm saying? You know, it gets like that sometimes. I got my coffee today. Got my ice. Yeah. You don't know.
Good shit. Well, you know, yesterday we did a Toys verse. You know what I'm saying? That was a real big contest. So today I wanted to keep the momentum going and, you know, do this episode, which is called Put Your Life on the Line, which is kind of the things that kind of lead up to the Toys verse. And then, like, you know, I think it was a good follow-up episode to do. I think it's a good topic to tackle for this episode. And then, you know, it's a jewel we don't really talk about so much. We don't really bring up, but you see it a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely want to just press our finger down on this button real quick just to make sure folks understand what the concept of Put Your Life on the Line is. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it's a good follow. So before we get into the episode, I just want to say, you know what I'm saying, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Godspeed on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you click like on Godspeed on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You can also join the Godspeed Nation group. We can lead you to that link. So make sure you click like on Godspeed right there on Facebook. All right. So, yeah, tonight, Put Your Life on the Line. Man, I don't know. This is really some difficult concept to explain, but you see a lot of people do this, but you ain't, like, I ain't never really seen nobody explain what it is. You know what I'm saying? So typically, you know what I'm saying, before we start the show, I try to give a brief description before you give us a quick breakdown of your interpretation of Put Your Life on the Line.
Well, let me see. It's feeding into the mix.
You said feeding into the matrix?
Yeah, it's kind of like feeding into the matrix. You know what I'm saying? Like, leading in the future of what you see. Just for a quick, you know, I'm just running out. I got a little something going on. But no, it's feeding into the illusion. That's you know, your heart rate change, you know, you get a little, when the bullshit look real, you know, and you react to it. I was just getting this out here on YouTube real quick. Hold on. Alright.
No, but,
I guess.
you know, I was in a conversation a lot of times too, and Joe too, like, man, my whole life I've been dealing with, you know, my whole life I've been trying to spend this, or, you know, you hear people say something like this too. You know, it's like, I guess people have flashes and they see their whole life in a flash of a moment. You know, I definitely, you know, like, people be super dramatic as hell, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, you just get something done, you know what I'm saying, but like, you don't know that you ain't got to call me somebody's whole life, you know what I'm saying, you already, hold on, man, I ain't trying to, that's trying to get my time saved. But, you know, and also too, you know, there's a tip out of people doing a family, like this. So, you know, put your life on the line. You can't hear me?
I catch you. Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit.
Nah, you know, when you, PTSD is kind of like, you know what I'm saying, it makes you put your life on the line. And then, like, when you got, we've been dealing with the same situation over and over again, you know what I'm saying, and your heart, like you say, your heart rate change, you freeze up.
Yeah.
When you get presented with it again, more than likely you going to experience situation you put your life on the line. You know what I'm saying? Like, you going to be tweaking, you know what I'm saying, but like, you don't know you tweaking. I've done this a lot of times with a lot of people, and then, like, I be totally tweaking out some shit they ain't even thinking about. They be like, wait, like, hold on. And I'm like, okay, my whole life I've been trying to get this going, and they be like, wait a minute, motherfucker, like, I don't, you know, this is before I woke up.
You know what things like this before I woke up, huh?
Yeah, you know, you put your life on it, you be doing shit, you know, you like, oh man, you know, my whole life, you've been playing me, you know what I'm saying, like, everything is all, you know, in extremes. You kind of see shit more in extremes.
What you would call anxiety. It leads to anxiety. That type of shit leads to anxiety from where I'm getting from you.
Yeah, but the somebody who typically experience anxiety don't understand experience anxiety until somebody, I can take a while for you really understand that you're experiencing anxiety. It's like a, you know, like a manic, you know what I'm saying? Like a coach looking at shit, you thinking like, you know, here it again.
That's what it turned into when you put your life on the line once you're in that mode. That's what it is, basically.
I see this shit all the time.
You do?
Yeah, like, females especially, like, you know, you can't even talk to people sometimes. They be having they light be flashing before their eyes, and you thinking you just in a regular conversation, they start talking about God and the devil and the death, and you be like, wait a minute, hold on, man, like, your mind ain't even set up right to even be discussing it.
You say it's set up right. Okay. You say it even set up right to be discussing a situation like that. But no, you feed into the illusion, though, man. You put your life on the line, you feed into the illusion. You know what's right there before you. So that's when basically your body starts taking over your mind instead of your mind taking over your body. Pretty much how it goes. You know what I'm saying? So you start overdoing it and creating a worse situation or a more irritable situation than the situation already is. And you notice that when you sit back on your bed, you be like, man, why the hell did I say that, man? I could have just shut the fuck up, or why I move like that. And then you start going back and seeing at the point to where you start to put your life on the line, meaning it's getting into the illusion a little bit too much. Start playing yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, you can put, people start pulling out their phone. Like, when you, like, I'm doing shit on the airplane, the motherfucker be like, hey, man, like, motherfucker be getting kicked off the airplane, and people put out some motherfucking stuff on, start filming that shit, and be howling the shit.
Right, right, I guess.
No, you know, fights break out, shit like that. Like, the shit turns into a life and death situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man, it takes a certain perspective to even to step back and know that, like, hold on, man, I'm tweaking. Like, in the middle of tweaking like that, and hold on, man, like, I'm tweaking, I'm putting my life on line.
Okay, like that. The hieroglyph for that, right? We built that hieroglyph for you to understand that, I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? Let me hold up. Let me slow down. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting my life on the line. I'm feeding into this illusion a little bit too much. I'm already, he say price breakout, so I'm already on 10. I'm already halfway there. This person got this, I got this. So this was about, they got in front of me in line. And the fact that they actually turned into what y'all about the box, your life is already on the line, you know what I'm saying? And then it turns into deeper stuff like, okay, I kill this nigga, I'm going, all these people looking, I'm going to jail, he killed me. So he said, just keep spiraling. When all you gotta do is pause, take your life off the line, be like, hell no, and just walk the fuck off. Most of us can't do that though, so by that time, life on the line. Next you know, they locked up or they dead.
Let me go into the statement.
Go ahead.
You go to headache.com, go to the headache link, and you can type in life on the line, and we'll read this as the first statement. Concept of the ego not being able to see the synchronicity of an event, causing a physical manifestation of becoming too prideful or go out of the way to make one's presence felt or not felt. So, synchronicity is ill. And then, like, if you don't see that shit, then, like, you don't kind of see shit, it just so happens. Like, on a Friday, when you got 5 levels of stress to deal with, and then that 6th one coming and be the start to break the camel's back. Like, on Friday, I expect stress. So, like, if you only see the synchronicity in that shit, you gonna be in the movie mode, and that shit is detrimental. So, synchronicity is like, okay, like, events don't just happen. Like, the shit happens for a reason. They're like, okay, a thought that happened at the same, like, 2 things happen at the same time, or 2 current events that happen that, like, typically ain't supposed to happen. But, like, when you pay attention to shit, you kind of see the synchronous patterns and things. You will see this shit, but if you can't see this shit and you dealing with the same shit over and over again, like, you just still dealing with it, like, like, I don't know, man, life got a way of presenting you the same problems over and over again, so you really learn to crack that shit and fix it. You know what I'm saying? And, like, a lot of people approach it, like, it just keeps so happening over and over again. And they panic and they freeze up when the shit panic, like, fuck, man, like, why the fuck this shit keep happening to me over and over?
Like I said, playing to a part of being the perceiver instead of the receiver of the movie. Like, versus you actually watching the movie, And it happens all the time if you in the movie because you think you finna get killed for real, or you thinking this person robbing you for real. It's like the actor actually start believing this shit is happening while he acting. You see what I'm saying? So don't see this shit too much at certain times in your life. That's basically what that information is about. Like, you gotta step back from a lot of shit because it's not an isolated incident. It's one big whole sum total of the little shorty that got out the car with the road rage and shot that lady and her kids. You don't know that this been happening to him all day, and this was just the iceberg of it.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't know how to explain this shit. But at this point in time, this last time, the first fight, like the 9th time it happened in the same day, at the same hour, he tweaking, you know what I'm saying? He put his life on the line, I'm tired of this shit, or like you said, But now look where it got him. Surely I don't think he wanted to grow up and do that. He could have killed himself a long time ago. But he put his life on the line.
What did we start with the lady? What are you talking about?
Mention that shit about the little boy, man, that shot the girl, the lady and the kids, because he had road rage issues or road rage situation, basically.
Oh, he shot the kids too?
He cornered them off, got off the car and shot him. Shot the lady. One of the kids jumped out. He walked off, turned around, one of them was hollering, shot him and walked back off and made sure he shot the other, the shorty, and then shot me. Yeah, man.
Also, road rage.
Put his life on the line. But what they don't know, like you said, what people don't know is, you like how that can happen. Like you said, a road race, but you don't know the background. Let's step back from about an hour and a half prior to that. How many 7 to 11 cars already done did that to him. So when it lead up to that moment, he already in the moment. He already put his life on the line. Smith got his ass. The Shadow Walkers got him. You see what I'm saying? The synchronicity of the shit happened, which led him to do that in the end. You don't know what happened before he did it.
The pressure was just cooking his ass.
Yeah, man. He got to pee. And now he's gonna leak on himself, and then she get up under with the, you know how they do, on the phone, looking in the mirror, and the light green, and she's sitting there, he blow the horn, and she flick him off and sit there under the, you know, tea time, like pinky ring fingers, you know how they do. I'm all about me. By that time, he was done. He was going to do that about 7 more times ago, but he's like, no. But by this time, he's like, how can this be happening? I can. You see what I'm saying?
He shot the kid.
Hell yeah, and one of them was hollering and turned around and went back.
But she just happened to
she just happened to be at that time. She was at that 10th time to like that. She just happened to be at the 10th time when he couldn't take it no more. Doing that bullshit.
And that nigga's cracked.
Got out the car, shot the shorty. One of them was hollering. He walked off, turned around like fuck that, and shot the one other shorty. Then walked back off.
Damn, so that's putting your life on the line.
That's putting your life on the line, Joe. That's feeding into the situation. It was serious.
It says he was in a physical manifestation of becoming too prideful to go out of the way to make one's presence so, or not so. Like, yeah, he was like, I gotta do something. I gotta make this motherfucker know that I'm here. I gotta make this motherfucker know that, you know what I'm saying, that you can't do that shit to me. I'm tired of this shit. I ain't gonna take it no more. Take shit. Like,
he didn't know it was him, though. You know, words.
Life and death situation, though.
Huh?
Why you take it to a life and death situation, though?
You see it turn into a life and death situation. Putting your life on the line could be very detrimental. It turned into a life and death situation because what other thing he was gonna do? When the Shadow Walkers take over your body, that's what it looked like. Shit, that's why he was like, I'm tired of this shit. I'll kill this motherfucker. And he got out and did it. But it wasn't a verbal. It was the action. It was non-verbal. A non-verbal action.
I seen a video of a chick at Walmart. She came in and talked to her baby daddy. She had a pistol. And she started shooting up at Walmart. And her baby daddy. I was like, damn, like, how the fuck you gonna live in you? Like, people recording this shit with the camera and everything. I'm like 90% of the shit you see on Facebook, Twitter, social media is motherfuckers putting their life on the line. Like, all the fights and all that shit. It's like, what's the event to lead up to this shit? And they make people think they're like, okay, like, I don't know, man. Let me go to the chamber. It's like number 2. Similar to the desperation lit, but different in that the ego produces a manic-like state that causes a person to... Say what?
There you go. You're answering the question. What lead people to do this? You reading it right now.
Similar to the desperation lit, but different in that the ego produces a manic-like state that causes the person to act like as if the single moment is defining who they are as a very person, or as if the world is watching and defining this moment.
There you go.
So niggas got movies playing outside their head. They thinking that their life is a movie, and the audience sitting up inside their head watching this shit.
Well, at first they just had the movies. Now they got movies and Facebook, so they got to consider that, like how they gonna look on Facebook and so YouTube. So it's really going down. Shit.
That's true.
Yeah, they already, that's in the back of their mind while they walk around hitting their fingers, talking about on the floor, I'm gonna kill you. They think about how they looking. They still subconscious. Every now and then when they
unblank out. Right, it's a movie now for real. Like
it's a movie and it's Facebook.
The movie is crazy. Like honestly, we just really have turned the Scientology called artificial programming. It's like, okay, my life is a movie. Life is a movie. And the audience, like, I don't know, it's like you paid into the audience, you paid into the real stuff. I guess that's
you ain't had no audience at first. You ain't had no audience at first. You just go into the movie and think you had an audience. Now you actually got an audience, Facebook. So it's really fucked up. It's really got ingrained. Yeah. It's really, yeah, you got imaginary audience. You just imagine people looking. So it's even worse. That's why you see it look wild like that. Life gonna be on the line because at that moment it's like an audition for a talent show. And right, if I fuck up, I'm gonna be fucked up forever. Then that's when the suicide come in.
I remember thinking that shit. I was like, man, it's one thing to get your ass whooped. It's another thing to get your ass whooped and motherfuckers catch that shit on tape and that shit's on the internet forever. Like that shit is that. I didn't grow up with that possibility. And like I got a hella fights growing up. I can imagine like if every time I got in a fight, that shit was caught on the internet, sitting there forever. But you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, man. I don't know how to deal with that. If I got knocked out, that shit was on tape, it was on the internet.
Man, I'm glad they ain't having cameras back in my day. Shit. But yeah, that's a scar that ain't gonna never heal. Motherfuckers forget about that fight. So that heal, but it's Facebook, they just pull it up. 15 years from now, catch you in a new mode, like around some new people, like you hard. And niggas say, nigga, I know you. Let me pull up this Facebook, and he's like, damn. And so it happened 10 years. Right? You got your ass whooped. But that's old. Yeah, like that. So, back in the day, you can go somewhere in front. You can't front no more. They'll pull up your files.
Yeah. That's gonna make a nigga put their life on the line for real, too.
That's when the nigga gets shot. The one that pull up that file, he's the one gonna get shot that day. Just like that.
Oh, shit.
Think about the desperation. He's sitting there shaking like, damn, he just called me out. I look crazy. I just told him I'm Chief Wali. His shit, his life on the line. You feel that shit? Just the desperation, what I'm gonna do. First thing, I got this gun, I'm gonna shoot him and redeem myself.
Scorpios got that shit bad, man. Scorpios got that shit bad. But like, everybody I guess kind of got that shit more. I guess it just be a situation to play out that trigger it. You know what I'm saying? And then like depending on how you hurt somebody's pride, you know what I'm saying, and you fucked the nigga bitch or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Or a bitch being fucked another nigga and fucked another man that she was supposed to fuck and another, you know what I'm saying? Females be really saying this shit, you know what I'm saying? They really say this shit. Like, females compete over stupid shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, guys compete over stupid shit as well. But like, when you really start to think of like the shit that females be fighting over, like you know what I'm saying? Like, people fight over dudes for niggas and shit. Like,
no, it's really they don't. You think it's like they fight over stupid
shit.
It's not that. It's just they need a catalyst. They don't even need to. Sometimes they just say, "Bitch, I don't like you." They can get to a point where they don't need no cat. They don't even need a reason.
Right. It just be in the air.
They just need to start getting kicked off. That's all. They want to get it kicked off. So the reason ain't even the matter no more. Back in the day, it used to be, now it ain't. So you don't have.
They just try to get some hits in their face type shit.
They scratch it.
Like, the movie was called the 6ix9ine shit. Like, all this shit, 6ix9ine, like, Tekashi 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of, like putting your life on the line. And then, like, you see it, XXX, whatever. Fuck, I can't say that name. And I always fuck that. I just call him X. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. But, when he got shot, you see that nigga, I don't know if you saw, he put out a video saying, man, I need to slow down and stuff with all this deep shit. Like, he really feels to the point of nigga putting his life on the line. But, like, I kind of see, like, clout. This is what they call clout on the internet. And then, like, motherfuckers make music not for free. They don't give a fuck. They give this shit away. But people do stupid shit on the internet because they try to get clout. They try to get respect. That's more value than money nowadays. And then, like, you know, if you can get clout on social media, you know what I'm saying, then that's like gold. So people out here doing stupid shit, putting their life on the line, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like trying to make this movie, they're like, who can make the best movie? Who can make the best, you know what I'm saying, craziest shit in this age? And like, that's what everybody fighting for. It's like that clout, but like you see people put their life on the line, people don't, you know, it's, yeah, man, like you see it's a new, it's like a new, it's way more anxiety out here now. It's way more pressure. It's way more pride. It's way more ego. It's people scared to fail. People scared to take tests. People scared to have their movie fucked up and get captured on tape. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody live like every move everybody make, it's like they put their life on the line. Don't nobody want to get exposed. That's the shit. Now, don't nobody want to take a stand, so don't nobody want to get exposed. It's like, okay, if I put myself out there like that, somebody will come exposed. So, like, that's the shit now. It's like, you know, at the same time, you know, people out here chasing clout doing stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you get, you know what I'm saying, the pleasure is to be felt or not felt. You know what I'm saying? So, chamber one, it's like, okay, like, oh, I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't do that. Why not? Oh, because people gonna think you get this shit, and you got the total opposite of that. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do the craziest shit that I can so everybody can see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is literally like how people are thinking. It's like literally one shade or it's like either black or white.
Yeah, I see that. I see that a lot. What you're saying, it's either over here or over there. I see that, and I see a lot of that desperation will lead them to do the craziest shit, which put their life on the line. I said, wow, you can see the desperation in that shit too. Where they let go, and it's like, damn, they need some attention. But yeah, that's a dangerous place to find yourself in, because it's almost like we call them body snatchers. When entities come over and take over your body, even though your heart rate go up, you forget half the time what you do. And then for that moment, when they're done with your ass, they calm you down. They call calm down, and now you say, what the fuck have I done? That shit. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot that go into putting your life on the line in desperation. That's just an ideal of leading into what's going to happen next, which is they call blackout or blank. Blank don't even know. That's crazy how niggas be seeing it, but they don't know what they be saying. It's really blank. Yeah, blacked out. So that means
what the fuck did I do? What the fuck did I do? That's it.
Yeah, they don't even know that that's what happened. They just got taken over. But it's
crazy how you think it just changed up on your ass like that, and like it's crazy. It's like something be driving. It's crazy how something you just take over your body like that and just drive you into the bullshit even more. Like you know you should turn around and walk away, but like it pushes you into the bullshit even more. Push you into the mood. Push you on stage. It push you on stage even more.
That's why, like you said, a lot of kids got anxiety and depression and with that other shit, suicide because of that. This is what you don't just got movies no more. They got to be approved by social media, so they come in the world thinking they got an audience,
right?
And so you won't move, you out the game. So it's all there. Everything become a big contest. Just average life. Like one person, I ain't going outside. He got the Da Vinci's on. I got to, you know how you look. You got to go get that bullshit. Even if you don't want it or not. Shit.
You want to be seen with the Air Maxes on no more.
And you got to go get that bullshit just to be like, you know. And you like, well, I should be myself, but you know, the thinking of the masses around you. Say if you got them on and them cost $700 on your feet, then you somebody. So you got to kind of subject yourself to this shit if you want to, you know, play the field.
Right. Blend in, right.
Yeah, blend in, you know, because they'll give you the blunt if you got those on, but if you ain't got those on, they'll just pass the blunt right around you. You know what I'm saying?
And then you're going to be depressed.
Yeah, you're going to be depressed because that's not social validation. And you're going to look down and you say, damn, I got these from Walmart, so I know next time. So now you're going back to McDonald's and you're saving up like, hello, 3 months worth of checks just to get that belt and them shoes. You know what I'm saying? Then somebody come take them, you want to kill them because you like, yo, you don't know, look what he went through. I was at the party.
Yeah.
Don't even like, you know, shoes because they didn't pay blood. you know, I kill you, and he kill him, and then and then his brother come back and kill him, and then his uncle kill his uncle, and then it's just retaliation city, putting my life on the line.
Yeah, that shit. Let me go to the chamber. Number 3, turbulence in the R6 implant will cause a person to balance out their insecurities and pride, similar to the "I'ma get you back" lick. Let me say it again. Turbulence in the R6. Let's take a second and break down R6 implant. Just a quick side note. R6 implant is, like I said, Scientology concept. They put a fucking movie. It's like it's basically a concept. Is like there's a giant tape, a giant DVD spinning in space, like or a giant like tape, basically like spinning in space. We're attached to this tape. It's like a DVD. Okay, and everybody got an audience, and they what's that?
It's one simpler. At the engram,
basically, life is a DVD. Basically, like they say, like life is a movie. Basically, this whole experience, this whole 3D reality is a fucking movie. Basically, that's what they say. And they use this concept in movies and shit. And then, like, Blu-ray is considered R6. Like, when you download movies and shit, your R5 is the screener copy. Like, you download a Blu-ray copy, but the screener copy is called an R5, but then, like, the Blu-ray is an R6. Basically, same shit like Blu-ray television. It's like literally trying to create the same experience. So, motherfuckers cater to this shit. Like, some shit that ain't real. Like, you know, it's the audience in your motherfucking head. And they're like, okay, this how my movie gonna go. So we say turbulence in the R6 implant will cause a person to balance out their insecurities and pride, similar to the "I'ma get you back" lick. The difference is that it is the fact that someone puts their life on the line that they must feel the urge to get them back. So I'm gonna get that motherfucker, man. I'm gonna get, like you say, this nigga took my motherfucking shit I worked all week for. All that damn hard work I put in, this motherfucker just gonna go take my shit. Like, no, I gotta kill this motherfucker.
That's what happened to your boy X. That type of shit. The niggas put their life on the line. He did naked.
What's that? Oh no, I think we lost Poe. Did we lose you? I think we lost Poe. I don't know. But "I'm gonna get you back" lit is lit in hood X. You know what I'm saying? It's the concept of, you think you talking to somebody and you thinking that y'all one-to-one, you know what I'm saying, and y'all going back and forth and experiencing knowledge, but you don't even know that they trying to have one up on your ass, or they trying to like get you back. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, hold on, this ain't we ain't building, we actually, attacking each other. We actually, doing the opposite of building. So, you gotta be careful and like, we actually, where's this conversation going? You know what I'm saying? We deal with a lot of people that they trying to just get you back. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, social settings a lot of times create this shit. And then, like I say, the third dimension is tricky, like doing social shit, socializing, shit like that, social settings, social validation. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole world within itself. It's a fucking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But people can act off this shit. Like, subconsciously, people are saying bullshit, but we act off that shit like subconscious thought, and, more than we think. You don't even know why you be trying to get somebody back. You don't even know why you be trying to do the shit that you be doing. You know what I'm saying? But, social dynamics make this shit play out. So that's what we call it. "I'm gonna get you back" lit. You know what I'm saying? And we basically saying, like, what's the urge to make somebody want to even act like that? You know what I'm saying? And then, like, it's social validation. Did we lose Poe? Did we lose you?
No, I'm here. I had to go handle something.
Oh, okay. I thought we lost.
I got you. You're right. Social validation. That's the biggest thing. It's like, it wasn't as powerful back when me and you was coming up as it is now. Even though it was powerful, it's even heightened now. The science has got more deeper now. So it's more, ingrained. You know what I'm saying? It's more, like you said, R6 implant. Meaning it's like you take a ring and you engrave a name in it. And no matter where you go with that ring, that name's still gonna be in it. Over time, it's still gonna be engraved in it. So it's always there. So they take an image and they engrave them in our mind.
Right. So you're trying to line your reality up to the movie. It's crazy how we do this and we don't know that we do this. But that's what we try to give context to, for people to think about. What do you say?
1990s. Say 1990s or 1980s and the dress code now. White brothers didn't dress like this then. And then some people still dress like they dress. You see what I'm saying? You see what happened in the process. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. We live in this shit. I guess it's just a part of reality we live in.
As an old man, you get to sit back and you see the Jewish influence and you say, okay, what the fuck they trying to do now? And you're like, oh, we're going to make them. And you know they're going to do this shit. And you got to watch this shit. You like, what the fuck? Hell no, I know this ain't going to happen, but deep in your mind, you want to see what it's, how it looks. So, man, shit. They created Sahu, Joe. This is an ancient Egyptian term. You know what I'm saying? Supreme puts your life on the line. Like a drone that really don't understand, and he did understand, but his surroundings has bred him to be a robot, like Yummy Sanders. I had posted him on Instagram, and the lady felt like that was bogus. I was showing her, like, these your babies, though. This is the capabilities. No one looks at a little black boy. But the little nigga was ruthless. You heard him, G, and the little GD.
Yeah. The little boy got shot on the south side.
But he was murdering motherfuckers, though. It was like, yeah. Where he come from? What bred him? He was too young. What the fuck happened?
It's a program, like you said. Like you see the program. You see the change in the program, and like you see it even more prone now. And they're like the kids now, the younger generation now, are even more robotic in their way, and they just programmed to I don't know. They just released a report today. They said the kids, the millennials is way more stressed out. They got way more anxiety. They got way more depression. Than the previous generation, but. But so, well, why is this? And they got more access to fucking anything. Why do you think they'd be the least stressed? But they the most stressed. They get cancer more. They're more prone to cancer. It's like, well, how the fuck is this possible? You got all more options than anything. You got more options than any generation ever, and you stressed out. They more stressed out than anybody. It's like, how the fuck is this possible? It's like, because it's like information overload. You know what I'm saying? It makes you see what I'm saying? Like you freeze up, motherfuckers depressed, and so. People react violently to, shit that they don't have. When your mind don't have the context there, man, like when your mind don't have the words there, you gonna freak out. You gonna put your life on the line. That's why we try to make context just around your thoughts. To have, we give these words, put your life on the line, Smith, we talk about, desperation and shit like that. And that?
The ease and anxiety. Shit, that's the mind ain't got nowhere to label nothing that they see and feel going on. That's what the anxiety part of it, come from. Like, what the fuck, But if you can label the feeling or label the thought, then you don't have to go through that. You know what this is.
Right, but I think that when motherfuckers say anxiety, that ain't really what anxiety is. Like, it's like in relation, like we say Smith and you got Smith's book. Like you say anxiety, but then you say put your life on the line. It's like put your life on the line is what anxiety is. It's like, okay, like anxiety really don't hold enough. Like when I was young and shit, motherfuckers come out stress and anxiety, and like I don't know, man. Like I always thought that was some white people shit. I didn't think black people could have that shit.
It's funny, you probably don't have it.
It's just a foreign thought. It was like fucking stress. What is anxiety? What is, you know, what they call it, mental disorder. Like, all that shit, it's like the white people shit. You know, you see niggas is just niggas. Like, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really see it as, like, mental disorder. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is niggas. Right. I got to put it in the news. You know, white boy go shoot up the movie theater, they say he got mental illness. You know, they nigga shoot a nigga, you know what I'm saying, over $15. They say, nigga, you know, you're a thug, you're a killer, you're a gangster. You know, they find a nigga. So, like, this is how, you know, it's programmed in it.
You ain't lying.
So the nigga put his life on the line, you just think it's some nigga shit. Like, you don't look at it like anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to think, okay, well, you got anxiety. It's like, no, nigga, like, you ain't going to even think no shit like that. You're like, that nigga fucked up. Get the nigga the fuck out of it.
That's fucked up. He said, you ain't
going to think. You see that nigga go to court and say, man, I'm under a lot of pressure, anxiety, and stress. And you don't even know nigga even talk like that.
That's fucked up.
Well, every time you go to niggas say some shit like that, I'm going to argue with a female, man, you give me anxiety. This is exactly, like, if niggas don't think this ain't no shit like that, I'm going to argue with his baby mama. What niggas don't say this shit like that? In the goddamn movie, right?
That's how that lexicon, huh?
Saying, man, the words, them some Jewish words, anxiety, yeah, stress. Migraine. Nigga, what the fuck? That shit ain't taboo in my motherfucking face. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit ain't, you ain't gonna line up anxiety to that. You gonna line up, put the life on the line. Because that's exactly what you gonna do. The Matrix is gonna force you to put your life on the line.
It's gonna force you, ain't it? Especially with their new weaponry, social media. You ain't got no choice. How do you explain yourself?
Everybody trying to expose everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta go crazy. It's like that movie Birdman. I never even seen that shit, but I know the more that it was like that nigga was crazy with the air, so running down the street with his dogs on and shit, and it was like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? Like, it was like you had to basically let go of all your images. You gotta let go of all of that shit. Like in this age, like you gotta expose yourself before like this exposure.
So when they do expose you, it won't be nothing. That's the self.
So that's bullshit. Some 8-9 type shit. When you got and fucking spaz on himself type shit. And it's like, what the fuck you gonna say? You can't say shit. Like that's the age we living in. Like you gotta expose yourself for everything else exposure. Look at this shit they just did to Jamie Foxx. Put his dick out and take like somebody with his crazy shit. Everybody trying to expose it.
Damn. 10 years ago.
I mean, you imagine what the conversations was like before that shit spilled out. What the fuck I'm gonna get you at? What the fuck? What? Really tell you trying to do dick? Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna give you some money for it. So, bitch, you don't get the fuck out of that shit. Was fucking 15 years ago. I fuck. Always fool your ass. Bitch, I'll kill you. Bitch, you better not never your motherfucker. You do that shit, I'll kill your motherfucking ass. Bitch, it's like that shit. Imagine how they eat this down, John, before that shit spill all the way out. Like, you know.
Nobody consider that, do they?
Hell no, nigga, motherfuckers be putting their life on the line, nigga. Like, motherfuckers just be like, it be that life and death. Like, when your whole career, like, you know, Kevin Spacey, all that whole Me Too movement shit, all this shit, all these girls exposing niggas trying to fuck them and shit. Like, when your whole career is based on your image and your face and shit, nigga, you know what I'm saying? When somebody can just say fingers and totally change your whole image, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the like Soprano shit, motherfucker snap your fucking fingers and your whole half your soul gone, nigga. Like, motherfuckers will throw your ass under the bus, come up and you smack a bitch with a dick. Like, wait, what? Like, you gonna fuck your whole image up. So like a homie get caught trying to fuck his daughter, and he talking about some race. He said some nigga shit on him. He got caught on tape and he fried his ass. And like,
yeah, I remember that. They got him. Yeah.
Nigga, that's why you go say nigga. It's literally a whole on the line, nigga. When you invest in your ego like that.
Damn, so that's scary. So how do you think Jadakiss them feel when they sit in the backyard with the homies again? Do they feel a certain way, or with Jadakiss? You know, you catch them on the video sitting in the backyard with the homies. You know, niggas that they used to kick it with, and they, you know, became Jadakiss, and then now they back kicking it with them.
Right.
But Dang Dash, for instance, we went and got old boy from the hood. He said, I ain't seen him in 20 years.
Right. Okay, I don't know what you said.
Man, I fucking forgot, man.
No, I just like Kids got a line, yo. Can I tell you this? Kids got a line. He say, so don't front. We say, damn. Basically, you know, the reason I always grew up listening to D-Block and Kids, all motherfuckers, like, they don't front, you know what I'm saying?
So they comfortable in the hood.
What he say? He say, don't front when you home. What the fuck you say? Man, check up on your phone, make $1 million overseas, don't front when you home. Because these niggas want to jump on your bones. Niggas want to, because these niggas want to bury your bones, bitches want to dump. That's why I'm dumping the crow. But yeah, like, you don't front on you. He said, don't front on your home. He said, make $1 million overseas, don't front on your home. You know what I'm saying? That's that shit. You know, real character, real, you know what I'm saying? Real communication. I fuck with kids, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with dads, but I also know the nature of the game. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you know, the game is designed to make niggas look fucking vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? It's designed to make motherfuckers look socially awkward or socially unaccepted. You know what I'm saying? Same thing to Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? Look what the fuck happened to Bill Cosby. Nigga, literally, my whole life on the line. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
that's fucked up.
Yeah, well, you know, that's the age we live in, though. You know what I'm saying? Media and all this.
They pumping it up now. You don't understand, B. They getting into the point where all they gotta do is, like you say, snap their fingers, and it's a norm. Like, oh, you smacked over with your dick too? And, you know, you're like, what? Wait a minute. Wait. Yeah. And all they do is say it once or twice. And that's crazy. And then you're like, okay, when this shit happened? She said in 2002. You're like, what is this, 2018? So what the fuck finna happen? You know what I'm saying? You're like, so for Jamie Foxx when the file charges back on it, you know, that's like, come on. That's fucked up, G, that people would even take that into consideration. So you'll hear your life on the line. I see that they score on.
When you invest in your ego like that, you know what I'm saying? When that's like, all you gotta remember, you said all that shit is bullshit anyway, man. And like all that they try to be perceived a certain way, you know, it's all an image. It's all smoke and mirrors anyway. So like, you know, when you get hit with the real shit, like, hold on, like the nigga pissed on the bitch, like what on the R. Kelly act, you like, what the fuck, wait, what? Or like under the Pee Wee Herman act, the nigga had caught jerking off in the movie theater, you know what I'm saying? He's like, whoa, like, you know, the whole shit switch up. Like, you know, you start to see the R6, like, okay, like, this is a stage. Like, this whole shit is a stage. So like, you know, you can't, you know, motherfuckers like Dave Chappelle, man, like, that's why I fuck with Chappelle, and then, like, he's kind of like a genie, and then, like, that nigga, he talk about everything. That nigga talk about whatever the fuck come to his mind. He talk about how he jerk off, he talk about the porn, he all type of shit, and, like, he literally exposed himself. Like, he kind of gets the like, that Tekashi 6ix9ine nigga, too, kind of same shit. Like, that nigga trolls himself. Like, we live in that age like that where, like, motherfuckers can't say shit about you. And you gotta make it, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't try to call that nigga crazy. He went to Africa and all this, you know, they tried to do that shit, but, like, you see how he was able to, like, use that shit to his advantage, you know what I'm saying? Whereas a lot of motherfuckers, you know, celebrities can't bounce back from no shit like that. When you get hit with, you know, the fucked up shit like that, like, to come back, that shit is impossible. Because you gotta see the shit kind of like how Dave Chappelle, like, you gotta kind of approach it like that. Okay, like, this whole shit, like you said before, man, this whole shit is flimsy. This whole image shit is some bullshit. So, like, you gotta be in front of the thought. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that's the age we living in, man. Motherfuckers, everybody's trying to expose everybody. Let me read the last thing. Number 4. The feeling of that social social value has been threatened, and there is a room full of people inside your head who are watching your every decision that is being made. Therefore, you can't let them down.
Right. We're in the movie. So that means everybody in the movie.
They sitting right there with you. Can't let the audience down.
Right. That's fucked up.
You know, the shit that propel me, it'd be, you know, the shit that propel me to move me, the thought be kind of more soft, the old man lit, knowing that like the shit got lined up a certain way before I'm about to die. More so than, you know, how I look right now in the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
right.
you know, I don't get caught up in the matrix of the, you know, the third dimensional bullshit. You know, so like I always think, man, the third dimension is tricky. Because it looks real as fuck, it feels real as fuck, and you realize, like, it's all just a fucking game. You know what I'm saying? I had to really try to put my life on the line.
What you mean? You had to really...
Because I kept getting into it with motherfuckers that was supposed to be cool, and I kept getting into it. I kept trying to prove something to them. I kept trying to prove that I was right. And then after a while, you don't even give a fuck. You realize that, okay, ain't about being right. But, like, you can how motherfuckers feel. Like, that's the world we living in. So, like, people, you know, it ain't about being right. It's about, like, making sure motherfuckers is comfortable around you. You know what I'm saying? That's how typically how to make sure run. So, you know, I had to, you know, stop being so hard-edged truth on hard-edged, you know, trying to put the truth in people's face. And a lot of times I had to really, like, sit back and, you know, understand the matrix for what it really was. You know what I'm saying? Save myself all that energy. With motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to be right. You know what I'm saying? Just know that, you know, that my shit was going to be straight in the end.
So I cheated. That's what you meant. I had to cheat that shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what I had to do.
Yeah, because you're moving. Like Tai Chi, you're moving a certain way through the crowd, through the family, through the matrix. You're not, like, running up on them. You know, seeing that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's flowing. It's flowing.
See, I ain't put my life on the line.
Hell no, that's shit, because that's going to keep happening. I ain't gonna put your hell no. Everything become a joke. Like you the comedian. Dave Chappelle, we got that. Yeah, I forgot about that shit. Dave Chappelle, what we call it, man? Dave Chappelle, that shit.
Yeah, that's when you gone, nigga. That's when you go all the way fuck out of here, nigga. It's a breakthrough, or you gone. Like, nigga, all this shit is when you get through the whole bullshit. It's totally let go of the whole mess. Like, nigga, gone. Nigga, just Dave Chappelle shit. It's like an old glitch in the whole mix.
Right, that's okay. You gotta remember that one. I forgot we even had that one.
Yeah, like Eddie Griffin.
Yeah, Eddie Griffin, that shit.
Yeah,
Dave Chappelle. Over 50 million. Like it ain't nothing. It's hard. I don't think many can do that one.
We say walk away from 50 million like it ain't nothing.
Yeah, that's the Dave Chappelle. He really did it. Like, we ain't fucking around when we say that nigga name. He did the shit. Shows you, like, I would say fuck all this money and then come back and play with it again. That's some ruthless shit.
Jimmy, a lot of people don't get a second chance like that.
No, he's gonna get it because he did it. You see what I'm saying? He the power of what he did is the fact that he got a second chance. But he already knew he was going to get a second chance. Because it didn't fucking matter to him. That's when you get it. Yeah, if he came back and it mattered, he would have never got it. He would have took that money, but it didn't matter. So he's going to always be straight. If he's like, you got to just so happen to do shit. You know, if I'm hustling, I just so happen to have some bags, you know, and you just so happen to want some, and I just, you know, just so happen to get some of the money. But if I start calling them, like, Joe, I got that, I got this, Joe, come give me, that's when I ain't going to get the bread. You see what I'm saying? I'm only getting it because I don't give a fuck. Right? I put my life on the line. I started trying to fight niggas, look for my bread, talking to Tony Montana talk. You know how it goes, so. Like, the first outfit, like, Joey, I got some. I'm talking about for the 50, 60 for the shit, all that old shit.
Right. I got you.
That's I'm just trying to have it, That's Dave Chappelle. I don't really sell this shit, but hell, you been copying from me for years. Every time I tell you, I don't really sell this, but hell. I don't really sell this over here, man. Let me get that shit out.
Let me ask you. We got some callers on the line. Ask any callers. Got any questions? There's some callers on the line. Any questions? We're gonna wrap it up right in the next couple minutes. If you got any questions, speak. I'll have all any callers. Going once, going twice. No questions on the callers. As usual, I guess it's all answered. But I don't know, man. Just I wanted to break this shit down under the Tories versus we're talking about Tories versus talking about kind of Chris Lighty shit as well. Like, Chris Lighty basically, bringing forth your own worst nightmares and manifesting yourself through your own subconscious. So putting your life on the line is kind of the same token in regards to, how one thing leads to another. I want to thank Poe for, helping break this shit down. It's real complex too, but it is some shit that you definitely need to meditate on because you don't realize that do this shit. And
it's a kick in it too. It's a kick in it too. Something we sit back, you get your little drink or something.